Few days ago, we saw a news where the Nigerian army said that they have submitted the extradition requirements to the government of Finland, so that they are waiting for their response for Finland to respond to them, for them to extradite Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. So in this video, I wanted to pay attention to the very end, as we're going to be exposing some certain things, the truth and the lies in it, without any attachment.
General, what about Simon Ekpa?
I'm sure he's cooling off somewhere, and legal action is going to be taken accordingly. So I don't want to say much about that, but I'm happy that he has been arrested, and the federal government have actually forwarded most of the requirements to the Finnish government. So I'm sure the right thing will be done.
And I will tell you that thing that Izzy Musa, they call him, said, it is fake. It is not true. Because there are reasons why it should be fake. Number one is that Nigeria does not have extradition treaty with Finnish government. There is no extradition treaty, there is no agreement, there is no relationship between Nigeria and the Finnish government in the course of extradition, unless they want to go and pass corner, and that will take them decades. They will pass corner, they will pass different ways. They will want to use one or two persons. You know, they always have insider, and they are ready to pay heavily to get what they want. All right, they are ready to pay a lot of money to extradite Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. They are ready to spend almost to their last kobo instead of them spending the money to fight Boko Haram. All right, they are ready to do that. So, but let me say this to you, that Finland does not bypass law when it comes to their citizens. Do not forget that Simon Ekpa is also a Finnish citizen. So the Finnish government, they doesn't bypass their law when it comes to their citizens. They care for their citizens. It's not like this Nigeria where we are now, that nobody cares for you. You are responsible for your feeding. You are responsible for your gas. You are responsible for your transportation. You are responsible for your clothing. You are responsible for you to make money, to make a job, to learn work. You are responsible. Government doesn't do anything for you. And you are responsible for your security. If you are kidnapped, you are the one that will pay heavily and to be released. That is why they have turned kidnapping to business in this country. All right, so the Finnish government always protect their citizens. Remember the first time I said they don't have any extradition treaty. There is no agreement of that if we have someone that we suspected to have committed crime in your country, that when we require you will send them to us. No, that is what we mean by extradition treaty. There is no agreement signed. It doesn't exist, and they cannot do it now. And now listen, even as we speak now, there is a case in International Criminal Court submitted by Simon Ekpa alongside with the Finnish government because of this whole case. All right, many people doesn't know that it is a trap. When PM said that is 100 steps ahead of you, you think that he's joking. No, a man like that cannot put his life in line when he has not set a gate and a way for his escape, when he doesn't know where he's going to. He don't do things blindly. All right. So right now there is a case, because this whole thing started when they invited Simon Ekpa. He went there and they told him the allegation that were against him. And according to what happens, according to their law, if you are invited and maybe you are reminded, within 3 days you must be released. Within 3 days you must be let go. And when they let you go, then all evidences, they can bring it together, they can charge you to court. All right, yeah, they can charge you to court, but not in jail, not in prison, not in anywhere at all. So when they invited him, they asked Nigeria to present evidence, and the things they presented, they look at it, those things, there is no fact, there is no truth in it. They not change it now. You know, they charge him of terrorism and all that, and later they not change it. They say no, see, he's inciting violence through social media. That is the only thing they say he's inciting violence in the southeast. He's saying things on social media, making people to fight against the government in the southeast. That is the only thing they can handle. They have removed the rest they are trying to say. All right, they have removed the what do they call it? Say they want to overthrow the government of Nigeria. They want to do this one. They have removed all those ones. They were there before. So the case that is in ICC now, there is no Nigerian lawyer that has been able to go there to attend. Nigeria did not respond. None of them get mind to go to ICC to represent their country, even as they claim. They only have right, they only have power here in Nigeria. In this thing they call country. In this thing they call country. That's the only way they can operate. Okay, they should send somebody to go and answer to their case in ICC. They don't want to send anybody. Nobody wants to go. Nobody, not even the highest of them all want to go to the ICC. So there is a case waiting for Nigerian government in International Criminal Court. That is number one. And this case involves Simon Ekpa and it involves the Finnish government because they are the one that expose themselves and they carry them to that place. You must understand that. And when these things are on, there is no extradition letter, extradition requirement submission that will be granted. The case is in ICC. I know Nigeria is very powerful. They are very powerful. They can use every means. It's a very powerful people. They can use every means because they are using their resources, all right, in the Biafra land to exchange, all right, to what they want to do. That is the only strength. So they are using what we have to fight us. The only thing I see that they have to submit against Simon Ekpa is their lies, their deception, and bribe. That's all. Lies and deception and bribe. Apart from this, nothing. Oh, you want to make a reference to the case of nnamdikanu? You remember how many charges they have leveled against him? Severally. And he won all of them hands down. All. To an extent that even Justice Nyako removed her head, say she not a part of the case again. And since then, nobody accepted to take the case. So they are shifting from one place to another. Now that is what is going on. It's just a delay tactics. Just to keep on going, the government is running and they're doing their evil. That's all. That is the only thing they have to submit. Lies, deception, and bribe. Without bribe, nothing. And you know, you must understand that no matter how the European countries are, no matter how good a country is, no matter how good even the US or the country, there will be always somebody that is corrupt. Corruption is not only in Africa. Among the good people that you can think that they are good, somebody must be corrupt. Among the people around you think they are good, somebody must be corrupt. The scriptures make us to understand that even among the 12 disciples, there is one called Judas. And Judas is the person that is very close to Jesus. Judas is a cousin of Jesus. And he was the one that we are eating with the chief priest. The scripture said that he ate with the chief priest. He was with them, but he was eating with the chief priest, native doctors and the rest. He will go and eat with them and come back and eat with Jesus. There is somebody among the good people that is still evil. So that is the only way. Once they discover the person, they will pass through the person. And I tell you, the Nigerian government have discovered the person, they have passed through the person, and right now God is already exposing them. That's why you can see a lot of traitors in this movement. Their target actually is not to kill Simon Ekpa because they cannot. Their target is to keep him in one place, to silence him. And they know that they cannot actually do this when the guy remains in Finland. So if they bring him back to Nigeria, that's where they can have power over him, that he cannot communicate to anybody, just like what they are doing to nnamdikanu. They can do whatever they want. They can decide to keep him in the next 10 years and at the adjoining court. Their fear now is that they may not bring him. So they are doing everything possible to make sure they bring him. Because if they did not bring him to Nigeria, that means they have failed, because very soon he will come out. That's the only thing they are trying to achieve. They just want to make him to be silent so that he can communicate to the people. But the truth is this: Biafran agitation is not a one-man business. It's an ideology of a generation. It's an ideology of a people from generation to generation, and it can't be stopped. Anyway, there is a good news. According to the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orebweze, right now, PM has access to his family. The only thing there is that they restricted him from access to people. They restricted him access to gadgets and social media. That's all. And I will tell you confidently that he's in his house. You see all those news flying up and down. He's in the most dangerous cell. He's not there. There is no crime. Nobody put you in a cell without being convicted. They thought that this is a Nigerian system. No. I'm going to do a video on that. All right. So pay attention. This is not a Nigerian system. Nobody, you can't be convicted or put in the cell or prison or jail without being convicted. You have to go to court. You have to prove it right or prove it wrong before you can be convicted. It is step by step. And once you have not been convicted, then you'll be coming to court when it is adjourned, and that means you'll be in your house. The highest thing they can do is like a house arrest, which is they will put security there that you will not use gadgets, you not have visitors, you not have anything access. But right now, the limitations have been lifted a little bit. He have access to his family. and wife and all that. So his family can visit him now. So it's just a gradual process. Very soon you will have access to him. He will come up and will start speaking. It's just a matter of time. Please, guys, share this video to everyone out there. It's just an awareness to some people that think that they're afraid, that they don't know what is going on. We are bringing more awareness. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe, share my videos, and God bless you. Ogade, they won.
Aisha Yusufu has taxed Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors. Stop blaming government. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states? I mean the division's commander to sit and dialogue for a way forward. The answer is yes. So if we can do that, so indirectly it's your power over the military. Now, when it comes for security meeting, don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this way. That as soon as our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. You agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not, because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC. In the power.
The reason why they've lost.
You've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in the position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election. As allegedly reports, the results were changed in the IRF quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then make sure why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy, and when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what by what by inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say on government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. When people are saying that, you are saying that as the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure that. Police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit-at-home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you, Brother. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari,
he could not
Buhari is different. See,
so
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what, overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohanes in Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him your conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be a president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Sonegbo released? It was let's go.
Yes.
So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of the sons. You
Yes.
don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute to go.
Okay.
Now, South Eastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Governor Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents
Yes.
to put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing, and then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for always having me.